Welcome to this tutorial video on adjusting your calendar settings. There are a lot of different settings in Google Calendar that can make you more efficient and more productive. Everything from seeing specific calendars, notifications, sharing your calendar with others, or viewing other folks' calendars. So we'll start with one thing that is sort of surface or aesthetic, but that is changing the color of your calendar. So you see here down the side, I have all of these different calendars that are my calendars that I physically own or I've created, as well as other calendars that I'm subscribed to or I have added. So if I come in here, this first one with the name is my personal calendar. And then the rest of these are all various calendars that I'm an owner creator on, whether it's Google Classroom or maybe building use or different things. So you'll see here, if I click on the three dots to the right of any of these calendars, you see options. The first of which gives me a color palette. So right now I'm on navy, which is down here for mine. You see I have one right here this week on my personal calendar. And let's say I want to change it, what's in over there, maybe kind of a bright orange, tangerine. So when I do that, you'll see all of those then automatically switch to tangerine. So we'll come back in here. I can also add this custom color. So you notice my navy disappeared. So maybe it'll come back in here. Oh, that's a little purpley. And we'll come back down and get my dark navy. And we'll save. And then that changes back to navy. So a lot of people I know like different colors for different calendars to know kind of what you're doing there. One of the big settings that I know that is very helpful for me is the ability to adjust the notifications. So I'm going to go to a calendar. So this is per calendar. So it doesn't adjust universally for every calendar that you own. So you can do this on a per calendar basis, which I think is good. I'm going to go to settings. So you'll see I'm on this calendar. I can go through and I can find each one of these if I want. I'm on this calendar and I'm going to go down here to the event notifications. And you'll see here, these are the notifications based on this calendar. So I've got a 10-minute and a 1 hour. So when I go and I create an event, the default notifications are going to be 10 minutes and 1 hour. Now you can go ahead, I believe the initial one is just 10 minutes. So you can adjust those here. You can add, subtract, adjust, whatever you need. So I like 10 minutes and 1 hour, but some people might want a day for what's going on in front, or maybe you want 30 minutes. Or a week or whatever it is. So you can go ahead and you can adjust these here, delete them here, or you can add an additional time frame here. And again, that comes from then when you go in and I create an event, then you'll see I've got two notifications and the default is 10 minutes and 1 hour. So that will adjust then any event that you create, those will be the default notification settings. And to me, that's much better than having to add them individually each time, especially if you do a lot of phone scheduling. It's just a lot of clicking and spinning the wheel and scrolling and all of those things. If you want to share your calendar, so let's say right here on the left-hand side, you'll see share with specific people or groups. If I'd like to share, so you see this calendar is shared with one person, I can add and I can share this calendar with someone. If I want. And this would be like if you were constantly meeting with specific people, it gives them the ability to see your calendar. And if you're looking for a common free time or what's going on, you can also come in here and you can change the settings for that person can see only free or busy, meaning they don't actually see your events. They can see the events, make changes to yours, or make changes and manage the sharing. So this is like being a full editor. So if you'd like to, let's say, have a family calendar with your wife, you might come in here and you might add that person and you would give them full editing that they can make changes. This is because this is my school calendar. I can't see that exactly. But if I flipped over to my family calendar, you'll see that I've got several different here and we can all make changes and settings. So you may or may not already do this where you share but that's highly effective. If you don't have this with your family and you like to use eCalendar, I would highly recommend creating a shared family calendar with your events so everyone sees those notifications to do that. You can also share then calendars that you have eventually subscribed to, which we'll look at in a second. The last thing is other notifications. You can control how you receive other notifications when changes are made. So if changes are made to the specific calendar, I can get email notifications if things are canceled, if there's responses, and I can change those to basically none or email. Especially if you send a lot. I always have this off if you have guests that say yes or no. So you invite 20 people to a calendar event. You don't want 20 yes, no emails. I don't think necessarily. Maybe you do, but you can adjust your other notifications here when things are altered for that calendar as well.